We're actually going to tornado this away. Like that, to get those on the tower. And then we can log, and we're going to take his entire tower. I told you he was being so aggressive. What is up, gamers? It's Durkee here, and today we're going to be using the deck that the #1 player in the entire world is using. And big surprise, it's Evo Goblin Drill. For the last 3 seasons, Evo Goblin Drill has consistently been one of the best win conditions in the entire game. As if defending a Goblin Drill by itself wasn't annoying enough, you add in the pressure from the Goblin Demolisher, from the Magic Archer, it just makes everything 10 times worse. Which is why this deck right here is a problem. And this variation of the deck specifically that doesn't use a big spell relies heavily on the skill of the player using the Magic Archer and the Tornado for a good chunk of your damage. Which is why, although this deck is a little harder to learn, the outplay potential for this deck is much higher than some of those other Goblin Drill decks. And of course, it does great against Evo Mega Knight and Evo Pekka. So all in all, there's a reason why this deck is #1 in the world, and I'm so excited to show you how to use it. But first things first, we did an emote giveaway 2 videos ago, and so I promised to announce those in today's video. So here they are. If you are one of the 5 people selected at random to win one of these super awesome Mega Knight emotes, be sure to comment on this video with an email address that I can send the emote to. And now that we've got all that out of the way, let's go ahead and hop into some matches, because talk is cheap. Up here against Jay the Great, and honestly, I love this deck. Whenever I have to play against this deck, I genuinely get scared. Like, a good Magic Archer Tornado Goblin Drill player can really bring you to your knees. Like, they're just so good, so skillful. Like I said, the learning curve for this deck will probably be steeper than some of the other decks that you're used to playing. So don't get discouraged if right away, you know, you lose a few matches. Like, it'll take you a while to figure out this deck. He goes for the Fireball, kind of to be expected. Looks like he's running the opposite of a skillful deck. I think he's running a Fireball bait with like Royal Hogs and all of that. I'm going to go Skeletons to kind of keep my Goblin Demolisher a little healthier than he would be. He's threatening the tower here. I expect like a Goblin Cage or something like that. E-Spirit isn't going to be enough, I don't think, so we're going to get a nice connection here. Since he's low on daggers, I'm also going to pressure with the Drill, but I'm not going to support it any further. I think one of the mistakes that I see people do with this deck is be a little too aggressive. Especially in single elixir, like with their Magic Archer, it's very easy to want to overcommit. We're gonna go Marcher low, try and bait out the spell. Like, I want him to Fireball this or play something on it, and if he doesn't, it gets lots of value, so that's completely fine with me. I wanted to save my Bomb Tower. I didn't want to use the Bomb Tower up front, the main reason being that with his cards, I'm assuming he's running Royal Hogs, so I wanted to save the Bomb Tower for the Royal Hogs. Okay, so it looks like he's running the Tesla variant instead of Goblin Cage, which is a little more standard. We have both of our Evos in hand now, which is excellent. I'm going to drop my Goblin Demolisher at the back. He could Fireball it. That would be fine with me. I'd rather he Fireballs this than my Magic Archer most of the time, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Double Elixir is really where this deck shines. I mean, by no means is it bad in single, but double's just really strong. We're going to go like this. We're going to go Skeletons high here. Just a cycle to my Knight. I know, I had to sack my Evo Skeletons, but it was worth it. We're okay. Nice, and you can see there, he didn't really have much Elixir to support his push, so it's fine. I'm actually going to go with the high Goblin Demolisher because it's going to distract here, and then it's going to charge onto the tower, or at least threaten the tower a little bit. Yeah, that was perfect. Goblin Drill up front here. We haven't even needed to go for a Magic Archer lineup. My boy hasn't really been able to defend the drills. I'm going to go for one now here. I think it's okay. If he goes for anything in front of it, that's fine. We got our damage, and it was an even trade. That's why this deck is so good. Okay, Bomb Tower in cycle here. I don't need to log. I'm actually going to go for a low Demolisher here instead. And then I'm going to go Knight to protect it. E-Spirit activates my King Tower. That was a really smart play here. We have an outstanding counter push. I'm going to Drill in the back. Beautiful. This is a nice log. This is also a great Magic Archer. We're going to get great damage here. We're going to NATO everything back, and that is why this deck is so menacing. Look at this Magic Archer. Get on the tower, big boy. Come on. There it is. And this dude barely touched my tower. You can see how dominant this deck can be when played right. Easy first win. We'll see you in the next match. Into our next match here against Stupid Donkey, something like that. And yeah, so if you've never played Goblin Drill, I implore you to give this deck a try. Like, it is such a good win condition. There are certain win conditions that are just harder to defend. Like, I don't know how to describe, like, things like Graveyard or Goblin Drill or those types of cards. They're just hard to defend. Like, it's not as intuitive as defending certain things. So, like, at a very baseline, like, this deck is just better than some. I don't know how to describe it. I'm actually going to go like this. And we're going to go for some cheese here. And I'm going to go skeletons to protect my marcher. And we're going to go ahead and I'm going to need y'all to pretend like you didn't see that. So we're just going to go like this. And pretend like you didn't see that because that was horrible. Okay, we're up here against Graveyard. In general, against Graveyard, you don't want to go same lane. You typically don't, because then their counter-pushing troops are going to push towards their tower. So this is not an edge case. I don't want to be going same lane as this guy, because look, his knight is going to be pushing into my lane, and he'll be able to go with a good Graveyard. The best way to defend Graveyard is to go for Magic Archer low behind your King Tower. It looks like he's setting up to go in here, so I'm going to get ready with like a bomb tower. He does. We're going to go Magic Archer, like I said, low behind my King Tower. We're going to go Skellies here. The reason you put it there is because it's kind of like an awkward spot for them to poison. At least right away. So even if they do get a poison off, it's like after their Graveyard has already subsided. Okay, he goes for the poison. I'm going to immediately pressure here. And again, you can see what lane we're pressuring in. It's the opposite lane. Let's do this. Nice, beautiful. He has to defend both of this. He just goes for the tombstone. Made me get some chip on the tower. Very, very good. Very good. This Demolisher as well might sneak onto the tower. Come on, go! Nice, Wizard. Very strong defensive card. Alright, so a good Graveyard player can give you the work. You got to make sure you pressure while defending, and you want to make sure you do your best to defend against the Graveyard as best as you can. If you're lucky, you can maybe even squeeze out a King Tower activation. I might go for a Marcher here. It's like high risk, high reward. I think I'm just going to set up a defense instead. I think it's better for me. Okay. We're going to go like that. Let's go in here. Okay. Evo Goblindro is very, very annoying for him to defend. Magic Archer getting good damage. Okay, okay. That Demolisher is going to blow up. We still have our Evo Skeletons, which can be a very, very cheap answer to the Graveyard. I misplayed that Knight. I meant to play it in the opposite lane, so that's my fault. Okay, we're just going to cycle a Marcher here. I don't expect him to go in on this lane. I mean, he could, but I doubt it. Nice. Not the best Baby Dragon from my opponent. It just kind of feels weird. We're going to go with Goblin Demolisher here. I could even Tornado this away. I don't know if it's a great move. Knight like this to protect. Nice. Marcher is really threatening here. Ooh, he messed up that NATO, I feel like. Come on, give me one more shot. Decent damage there, honestly, and this Demolisher is going to blow up. Beautiful. If he goes in for... Ooh, he messed up that Tombstone, actually. Okay, we're going to go Magic Archer in the back. And I might pressure while defending. Yeah, I'm actually going to, because I want him to feel like he has to defend. Maybe we can get value with our Evo Skeletons. Nice. He can't afford to go for the poison because I pressured while defending. He goes for the poison late, right when he gets enough, but we're going to log. Log came down a little late. Oh, but Marcher. Come on, Marcher. How come you never hit when I want you to hit? Okay, we're going to go Marcher low here. I feel like we have control of this game, though, like in the tempo. I don't really think we're going to lose this match. Let's go like this. He's gonna, if he ignores this, he just loses, I'm pretty sure. Okay. Go bang, cycle to our log. Come on, log. Get down, big dog. Beautiful. And indeed, we defended and he couldn't. So decently played by that Graveyard player, but I think I never really felt like we lost control of the game. So GG's, one control deck versus another. We'll see you in the next match. I did our next match here against Dr. Foolish. And yeah, this is just a well-rounded deck. Like, a lot of times I play decks that are very polarizing, like Elixir Golem, and it's like, okay, either you destroy your opponent or they destroy you, and it's like, no, this is not one of those decks. This deck is very strong. It's very well-rounded, just against all matchups. Okay, I'm gonna go like this. I know it looks weird, but I really just want to get my King Tower activated. Probably should have played a Knight in hindsight, but that's okay. Okay, so he's gonna get a decent chunk of damage. I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, okay. Really, really weird Goblins, I'm not going to lie. We're going to go Knight here. King Tower is going to help out, and we're going to have a beautiful counter push. We're going to have a really good counter push. Skeletons full counter that. He's being really aggressive. He's being hyper aggressive, frankly, for no reason, and I think we're going to end up getting a lot of damage here because of the needless aggression, per se. Let's go like this. Not a bad ability. Good log by us. I expect this to get one shot on the tower, and then it's probably going to blow up on the tower. So that's what I'm talking about. Basically, getting most of our damage back there. And it looks like he's running a Swarm deck. Recruits, Firecracker, Swarm, Wall Breakers. This deck was really popular last season. I think arrows are their only big spell. Sometimes people run it with poison, so we should be okay. I'm going to go Knight here just to make sure this doesn't get on my tower. It's a 3-for-3 trade, and I don't really need Knight in the defense. At least not too much. He doesn't have a lot of splash, so I'm going to go Skeletons here. because it might force out arrows or something like that. Yeah, beautiful. So look, a 1 elixir card forced out arrows, and then he had to spend over there. We're actually going to tornado this away like that to get those on the tower, and then we can log, and we're going to take his entire tower. I told you he was being so aggressive. Oh my gosh, dude. What a play. I was not expecting to take their entire tower, but what the heck was he doing? That is the punishing power that this deck has, and now this game's already over. Wow, that's crazy. I'm not gonna end the game because we do still have to defend, but that is just how you play this deck. Very, very satisfying. We know he only has arrows, so like bomb tower gets great value. I'm gonna go skeletons here. It might keep my marcher alive, and indeed it will. No, it won't, but he spent so much, so it doesn't even matter. We're gonna go goblin demolisher low, night high. Back to another marcher. Tornado is going to be our best friend here. Let's tornado everything into the bomb tower. Almost everything into the bomb tower. Skeletons like this. And this man barely touched my tower. It looks like he sneezed on it at the very most. Let's go knight like this. Beautiful defense. Textbook defense. This Goblin Dro is going to go crazy. And so yeah, if you struggle against like no skill spam decks, like kind of what this dude is seeing right here, you can just see how like dominant this deck is. Like it's not even close. So easy match there against what I would consider a no skill deck versus a very high skill deck. So we're gonna hold that W, and we'll catch you in the next one. Right, enter our next match here against Obido. He's got, looks like he's a log bait player, at least his main deck. You can kind of just tell by looking at their banners, but you never really know. We're gonna see. Goblin Drill does pretty well against Cannoneer. Some of the support cards not so much. Let's just drop the bomb tower here. Whenever I see Skeleton King, I'm just like, oh, it's Mortar. It's not always the case, but there's very popular Mortar decks going around right now. So that's just kind of why I think that. Alright, we're going to drop our Demolisher here, just kind of to cycle. Don't really have any other card that's worth cycling. Yeah, he takes arrows there. I don't know if I agree with that, but he's also just cycling as well, so that's fair. He used his arrows, so let's go Skeletons, and let's go Goblin Drill. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, let's just take a chill pill here. Okay, we know it looks like arrows might be his only spell. Okay, let's go Marcher low. This is kind of a scary defense. We gotta go bang, bang, bang. Marcher's so key to this defense. Let's go like that. Okay. Not my best defense, but it works. It's always scary defending that when you don't have like the best cycle in hand. I don't want to go same lane as him, because then he's just going to defend and get a really good counter push. So we're going to go like this. We're going to pressure. We're up a little bit of elixir. Nice. In hindsight, it would have been better to put that in the back, but that's okay. It's not a big deal. This is going to blow up, and we're chilling like a villain. Let's go Magic Archer low like this behind our King Tower. Pops the ability early. That's a good play, honestly, but Magic Archer should clean everything up. I wanted to save my log. Plus, at this point, if I lose one of my towers, I'm going to lose the match anyway. So, kind of like good about preserving my defense. He gave me the well played. I feel like that's kind of disrespectful. So, we're going to go like this. Try and catch his Evo Wizard. Get a nice lineup here. Nice. Great lineup. Great lineup. And he had to play NATO on the Evo Skeletons. So, that was satisfying after he gave us the sarcastic well played. Bomb tower like this is actually going to take care of the Wizard because it's going to splash. Beautiful. We can go Goblin Demolisher here, and this isn't a tower threat. At least I don't think it is. We're going to go like this just to make sure. And now the match has skewed into our favor. After a good start from my boy, we're looking very, very strong, which is awesome. Okay, we're going to go Marcher low, and then Bomb Tower here. Yep, my man is panicking. I can feel the panic. I can feel the panic. Tornado everything back. I can feel the panic. Oh, no. Nice. And that's awesome. Really, really great job turning the tides of that match that started off so poorly for us. Make sure we continually pressure. I'm going to log here just so this Wizard doesn't take our tower. Tornado this back as well. Beautiful. 2 towers. Not the best start, but when you're playing against an Elixir Golem player, you don't even got to worry about it. So GG's. We'll see you in the next match. And in our next match here against Royal Giant, I think that the hardest thing to... wow, I wonder if he's running Royal Giant. To learn about this deck is like the tornado, right? Like when to use the tornado on defense, when to use it on offense, when to use it to activate the King Tower. So great King Tower activation here. You said oops, but like if you play Hog Rider, you need to know that people are going to run Tornado. I'm going to drill off to the side. It's too easy to predict if you always played in the main spot, so we're going to go like that. Yeah, and I think that might get a Goblin on the tower. Yeah, good thing we mixed up the placement. We're going to go like this. I don't have a Tornado, so I'm just going to let this go. It'll get a lot of damage. It's still worth it regardless. Oh, so he is running RG. This bomb tower is actually going to do a great job. I think it splashes onto everything. Yeah, and we can just go skeletons. Wow. Love that we have bomb tower in this instance here. Okay. I'm going to NATO it away. I don't want it to get too much damage. Okay, let's go Knight low here. Man, I think he gets 2 hog shots. We'll see if the King Tower activation helps. Nah, 2 shots. Okay, fair enough. Really interesting deck. Hog Rider, Royal Giant. I guess the thought process being that the building gets baited out by the Hog Rider and then he can go in with the Royal Giant and vice versa. So I don't hate it. It's an interesting idea, but we're going to be ready for it. We understand his thought process. We're just going to go with the Demolish here. I don't want this getting on my tower per se. And he should have to spend here. I'd love if he drops the Valkyrie. He just drops the Hunter. Low-key, that's like not that good of a Hunter, because watch this. Oh. Darn it, I thought the Hunter was going to go down. Okay. Fair enough. I'm going to go Goblin Drill, like, in the back here. Get ready for a Hog. Yeah. Beautiful. Good timing, honestly. Skeletons here once the Firecracker shoots. Ah, we mistimed those Skeletons, unfortunately, but that's okay. I'm thinking of going for the Magic Archer, but I don't like doing it 2 times in a row, because it's like, then they can kind of start to predict it. So I wanted to wait. And he didn't predict it, so I could have gone for it. Maybe I was giving him too much credit. Knight really low here, so it pulls it towards our King Tower. Okay. I'm actually going to do something little unorthodox here and go for the Evo Goblin Drill. It didn't really work out the way for me that I wanted it to work out for me, but that's all good. Yeah. Let's go like this. Magic Archer here. Uses his log. Bang. Oh, you were supposed to pull the Knight. That's unfortunate. Okay, rip. Messed up that micro interaction, unfortunately. We're going to log here. Get this onto the tower, hopefully. Yeah, and that defensive sequence was just not clean, unfortunately. Bomb tower, and I'm actually going to go Skeletons because the reason I'm doing that is I want my bomb tower to still have some HP, because if it has some HP, he doesn't really want to be going in for the Royal Giant. I mean, he ended up doing so, but I don't think that's like a great move. Okay. Let's go in with the drill here. Demolisher, take that out, please. Alright. Not going to work for us, eh? That Firecracker is getting so much value. I'm just going to log it because I want it gone. Okay. Again, tower's still healthy. Bomb tower's still healthy. He does that. We're going to wait a little bit. Go for the Tornado. Beautiful. Tornado's so good against the Royal Giant. And now things are looking good. I'm going to try and sneak in a Skeleton here. Skeletons. Nice. He has to log it or something. Nice. And that's probably going to be GG's. Not quite. Nearly. Tornado log will take it, though. So let's go like this. Skeleton, cycle back to a log, and good game. Interesting matchup. We definitely had some defensive flubs, but I think we got into our rhythm defending the Royal Giant. So no excuse for you losing to that matchup. You have such a strong defense. So good win there. We'll catch you in the next match. And into our next match here against Wust. And if you're one of the people that have recently found my channel, I just want to express my gratitude to you. I'm trying to post a video every single day, just trying to grow the channel. And I love Clash Royale. I love making content, and I love that people would watch my stuff and support me. So I just thank you. Thank you for supporting me. Even if you're just here and you're watching or you're a subscriber, I'm just grateful. So thank you. Shout outs to you. Misplaced that Marcher, unfortunately. I don't want to give him too much spell value, so I'm going to go like this. Okay, I want that, yeah, okay, fair enough. Not my cleanest defense, but this guy's kind of playing like a bot, so I think we're okay. I'm going to save my log. I'm just going to defend with the Demolisher. Oh my god, we're going against a giant graveyard player, of course. Okay, I think he has Bowler, so I'm going to drill, like, in the back. Okay, Barry. But come on, Demolisher. Demolisher's going to live. Oh, I think he just lost the entire game. I'm not 100% sure, but he has like no elixir right now. Yeah. Shoutouts to guards. Guards, save that man. I thought we had him on lock. Okay, so Giant Graveyard, Tornado, Evo Bomber. One of the most no-skill decks in the game versus one of the most skilled decks in the game. So I'm going to take a sip of my coffee. Because I feel fine. Also, unrelated to Clash Royale, I know how I have flexed this before. But look at this little mug. This is just chilling and it has a penguin in it. W mug. Okay, I might go for the Magic Archer lineup here. It's not the best idea. I'm going to do it. I'm crazy. No regrets. Wow, did he predict it? Nah, he didn't. Alright. I'm disgusting. No, come on. Yes! Okay, that was so worth. That was so worth, honestly. I'm gonna go like... Oh. Shoot, Knight here. For the minion. A lot of this for me is like figuring out what the best play is, because this deck is so non-linear. Like there are certain decks where it's like rinse and repeat. This deck is genuinely so dynamic. Like it is such a dynamic deck. Oh, thanks for the Marcher lineup. Gonna go bang, bang, line up on the tower for me. This poor man, but not really. He's running Giant Graveyard, so we don't feel bad. Oh, come on, you gotta know better than that. You gotta know better than that. Oh my, the Giant can't even make it to the bloody tower. Okay, let's go like this. He doesn't have Zap and Cycle, so this is going to be free. He's going to go for Graveyard right when he hits 5 Elixir. Nah, he can't. He goes for Arrows, and then by the time he goes for Graveyard, his push is dead. So if you don't like Giant Graveyard, as you shouldn't, please play this deck. It's amazing. You'll just demolish them as you just saw. So easy win there against no skill deck. It is what it is. Get down. Guards back like this. Dude, Magic Archer's so annoying. So annoying. Anyways, GG's. Don't want to glaze too much. We'll hold that W. Catch you in the next game. Alright, into likely our last match of the video. I feel like I've made my point. I think I've shown you enough for how to play this deck. So I think I'm just going to play one more and get out of here. Get out of your hair. You know what I mean? Alright, Psychic Skeletons. Great starting play. You can get your Evos. Drill's fine. You usually don't want to support the first drill, because it can be an overextension. Okay, we're going to go Marcher low here. Get ready. Okay, he goes Mortar. We go Knight here. Kind of try and protect our Marcher as best as we can. Demolisher as well is going to be great. Wouldn't make sense for him to pop the ability, in my opinion. We're going to go like this to protect our Magic Archer. Distract the Mortar. And we're chilling. Always got to make sure you don't panic. You can also play the Magic Archer directly on the Mortar in certain situations, but in that situation, it just didn't make sense. Let's go Drill. Get down for me. Get down for me. Ooh. Nah. Oh, it did. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm just going to let the Marcher do its thing. Okay. Going to log. Oh, it sped up the cannon cart. No. No! Oh my gosh, the Goblin Gang sped up the cannon cart. That was my fault. I was like, I knew that sequence in my head. I'm like, I'm going to log and then play a Knight, but the speed up caught me off guard. Go Skeleton King. Skeleton Kings. Skeleton King, come on. Yeah, well played. That was smart that he didn't. If he goes Mortar, I'm just going to go Magic Archer right away. It's a fine play, in my opinion. Okay. Waiting for it. Doesn't want to do it. Doesn't want to do it. I get it. I get it. Drill should pull this backwards, I think. I'm not sure. Nah, I messed it up. Oh, it does. Okay. Dude, this deck is so evil sometimes. This deck is so evil. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh! Someone stop this Magic Archer! Someone, the humanity! Oh my gosh, dude, this game is over. This game, like, I don't know what to say. This game is over. Holy Magic Archer, dude. This deck needs... I don't know if this deck needs a nerf or what. Yeah, I'm just disgusted. I'm appalled. This Goblin Drill is going to take the tower. And this is against one of the best decks in the game. No wonder this is the #1 deck in the world. Like, are we surprised? We can't be surprised. Great Mortar, my guy. Great Mortar. Outstanding Mortar. What a play. We're chilling. I'm going to go Demolisher low. But man, this deck is so good. I implore you, please play this deck. You will not regret it. Tornado here, easiest defense of our life. Log, and it's just GG's, man. It's wraps. GG's to Gustavo. Just, this deck is crazy. That's all I got to say. We'll catch you in the outro. And that is going to do it for today's video. Here's the deck one more time. If you want to take a screenshot, I'll also put the link in the YouTube video as well. So thank you so much for watching. Give this deck a try. It is so strong. I hope I demonstrated that today. And I hope you enjoyed the content. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I hope to see you in another video real soon. Peace.